Thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators. And my name is Nehru. I am an extraterrestrial earth angel, a light worker, here for the 10th and final time, born on the 333rd day of the year. And blood filter, new blood filter, physical blood filter, manifested on 7/7/17 after 4.5 years of dialysis due to witchcraft sent by a warlock. So thank you so much for tuning in. I do have 2 shout outs, new public subscribers. I'd like to give shout outs. And Beverly, welcome. Or no, I said Beverly. So there could be a Beverly that is a subscriber that has a private account. But Barbara, welcome in. Thank you so much for being a part of the journey. And yeah, and also to Galvin, thank you so much for being a part of the journey, Gavin. And yeah, let's go ahead and get in. Thank you so much, investigators, for all that you do. And again, General Collective, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for the shares. I remind us to please check the community tab, as there are things that are posted there regularly. I hope you enjoyed your Veterans Day. And if you are in the U.S. and celebrate that, thank you so much. Let's go ahead and find out what messages, Divine Source, your ancestors have for you at this time. Thank you for this day once again, Divine Source. Thank you. Anubis, thank you so much. Okay, so we only have 1 tarot card out here. Okay, we'll give another shuffle and see if something else comes out. And it is the 5 of Cups. Is there anything else, ancestors, that the investigators need to know within this reading? Anything to help them further their cases, solve their cases, bring conclusions to their cases, and justice to the karmics and to those who have been wronged? Okay, so we have 3. Okay, so we have, that could be significant. You could be a master builder, 3. Okay, or something about March. Something about an Aries or a Pisces. Okay. And we have the 5 of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this is talking about money, okay, and how you could be feeling the strains, okay. I'm getting the term tighten up the purse straps. Tighten up your purse straps. Or your purse straps could already be tightened. Your wallet could already be tightened, okay, because of, again, whatever has been done against you to keep you from whatever earthly wealth that is, that's written in your Akashic records, that's promised to you, okay? We're going to go ahead and get some tarot messages. Okay, so we have lack of money, Page of Pentacles, so there's something, information, news about money, okay, and the 5 of Cups for the emotional side of whatever this is that's going on with money. Okay, so we have the 11th card out here in the messages. We have, and that is for justice. Okay, I'll show you the message and we'll read it when we pull it from this stack. Okay. And we have the 6 of Cups message. Okay. So we have the 5 of Cups tarot card and the 6 of Cups message, along with the 9 of Pentacles, okay? So there's something in regards to justice regarding your pentacles, okay? Something regarding justice in regards to your pentacles. Okay, go ahead and get some angel numbers here for synchronicity. Again, investigators, I remind you that the angel numbers, any of these numbers could be the birthday, okay, of the individual, again, the victim or the perpetrator, okay? Also, these numbers could represent the day on the Gregorian calendar that the individual was born. So the first card out here, for instance, is 0550, okay? So the 55th day of the year could be significant, whatever day that happens to be. It's in February. February is a shortened month, so it could be March 2nd, something like that. I'll check and see here in a moment. We have another 11 out here. We have 1111 out here. That was yesterday, 1111. Something significant could have happened to 1111. And we have 0808. Okay? So let's take a look at the dates here, investigators. Let's take a look. For the 55th day of the year, the 88th day of the year, and the 111th day of the year. Okay. What is the 55th day of the year? Okay.
According to Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, February 24th is the 55th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar. 310 days remain until the end of the year.
Okay, so February 24th, 224 investigators, 224. What is the 111th day of the year?
According to Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, April 21st is the 111th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar. 254 days remain until the end of the year.
Okay, so April 21, 421. Okay, 421. Obviously, there could be something about a Scorpio with the 1111. And then we have 0808. What is the 88th day of the year?
According to Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, March 29th is the 88th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar. 277 days remain until the end of the year.
Okay, so we have 310 days remaining in one situation, 254 days remaining in another situation, and 277 days remaining in another situation. Good. Let's go ahead and place these in the stack and again, see what it is that Divine has for us at this time. And again, I will read the cards. One, I pull them from the stack with the messages. You could be tired of waiting for something, or something is testing your patience during this Mercury retrograde. Okay. This is the last Mercury retrograde for 2025. It's a Scorpion, Mercury and Scorpionic energy or Scorpion energy. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the messages. You are under a microscope, okay? So there's something about you being under a microscope, you being investigated. They could be investigating you if you resonate with being an extraterrestrial, or you resonate with not being from Earth. or of human form. Okay, they could be investigating you, looking at you. Okay, looking at the name Elon Musk. That is the second time I've seen that name today. 1111. Okay, so that you are under a microscope is under 1111. And this says wish come true. Okay, so we're dealing with moderation, patience, flowing, self-realization, manifestation, and getaway, and gateway. I said getaway, gateway, and taking action. Okay, and then on the other side, we are looking at KISS. This could be Knights in Satan's Service. Okay, that's what KISS stands for. That's what the music group KISS, that's what they stood for. That's what the acronym KISS stood for, that rock group. I think they're rock genre. Okay, KISS. Okay. Could be something about a kiss. Okay. The first time you kiss someone. Could be something about the first time when you do kiss someone. Okay. It could have been a while, or could be a while since you have kissed someone. All right. So something about a kiss. Also, I'm getting something else. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay, so there's something about keeping something simple. Okay, again, I'm not politically correct on this channel. Or just in general in my life, I'm not politically correct. Okay, something about human resources. So human resources here, you being under a microscope is a part of this human resources investigation, experiment, operation, whatever this happens to be. Human resources. Not like HR that helps with payroll and enrolling you and getting you acquainted with the company. Not that human resources, but more associated with, more along the lines of government operations and slavery. Human resources. Slavery still happens today. It's just in a different form. Okay? They send you to school and teach you what they want you to learn. Okay? That is a type of slavery. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles on one side of human resources, and we have a corrupt police officer. Investigators, we have a corrupt police officer. Okay, this corrupt police officer could, could listen to tarot, follow tarot, listen to readers, a corrupt investigator, corrupt police officer. Okay, and we have the name Austin, Graham, and Leonard. Okay. Okay. There could be something about a private investigator too. Police officer could mean private investigator or government agent. Okay. That is dark. And I'm not talking about their skin color. Austin, Graham, Leonard. Okay. Austin, Graham, Leonard, corrupt police officer. And we have the Six of Cups separating those two cards. And this says, despite it all, I cherish all of the times spent together. I'm thinking of new ways to bring peace and harmony between us. Okay? So again, Six of Cups message there, collective. Okay? For those of you who are dealing with someone from your past, we all are in some way, shape, form, or fashion, even if it's only energetically at this point. Okay? Next, we have a spirit animal or animal spirit. Okay? You might want to look up what your animal spirit is. Okay. Also, give me a second. I'm going to look something up. It's a resource. There's something about journey mapping. Um, and I'm trying to find. It starts with a C. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, I'll have to look more into this because there's something to that. I forget what it's called. I'll have to look it up. All right, so we have animal spirit, okay? And so that is on the one side, and Stevenson is on the other. Stevenson, Stephanie, okay? Stevenson, okay? Stevenson, all right? And it is on, those are split by the Nine of Pentacles Tarot message. It says, I admire you and you inspire me to simply stop and enjoy the fruits of my labor, to appreciate all the amazing gifts of life. Okay? So again, some of you, especially if you will have a social media channel where you are sharing the truth, okay? You are helping someone, multiples, okay? See a different way, okay? To live their life. And enjoy the fruits of their labor. Next, we have Jeffrey, spelled with a G or a J, George and Jorge. Okay. Investigators, Jeffrey with a G, a J, George, George and Jorge. Okay. So we have Spanish speaking energy out here, or someone who is Latino. That is on Jeffrey. George is on one side of 0808 for swift action. Okay. This says, you will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps towards achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mind set on you. Okay. So this is swift action here. Okay. I pulled energy off screen this morning, and the dragging ass card came out, was one of the cards that came out. Dragon ass. Okay. On the other side of 0808, we have he's not working late. Okay. So, to you, lady, okay, there's a difference between a woman, a female, there's a difference between a female, a woman, and a lady. He's not that into you, okay? He's not that into you, he's not that into you. So, someone should open up their eye, third eye, so that they can see. Let's read Matthew 6:22 real quick. And again, I only use the religious book as a reference. I don't follow it. Matthew 6:22. Okay, so Matthew 6:22 says this. The lamp of the body is the eye, and it is singular. The lamp of the body is the eye. If your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. That is in the Bible. The lamp of the body is the eye, third eye between your eyebrows. If your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. Okay? You might need to work on your solar plexus protection there. That deals with confidence, self-esteem, okay? To walk away from whoever really doesn't love you, okay? Next, we have the name Milligan. Okay, Milligan investigators. Someone could go by Millie, Mildred, Milligan, Milligan. Milligan on one side of the Five of Pentacles. So Milligan could be in this impoverished energy or feeling like their dollars are being strained. Okay? Can't stretch it enough. Then on the other side, we have an American cartel. Okay? So this doesn't have to, we often associate cartels with drugs, but it doesn't have to be drugs. It could be a group or collective of individuals of any sort, but karmic. Cartel is karmic. Okay? They could be selling legal drugs, okay, but just doing it illegally. Okay? They could be selling things that you can get over the counter. They could be selling them on the street. Okay? So we have drastic changes, okay, coming. That is on one side of the Justice card, okay? Again, that's an 11, okay? We are in the 11th month of the year. It wasn't like that originally. Originally, March was the first month of the year. Okay, January and February were added later. Originally, there are only 10 months in a year. Okay, drastic changes. This card reads, I see how my behavior has affected you and it's painful and it's a painful feeling. You did not deserve that and I will make things right. Okay, so we have someone who's saying that they're going to make things right. And then we have someone who is also saying, it could be the same person, take it as it resonates. That means what easily fits. Then we have someone saying, despite it all, I cherish all of the time that we've spent together and I'm thinking of new ways to bring peace and harmony between us. Okay? So someone is in this energy of bringing you justice. Okay? These two messages here. Someone's in this energy of bringing you justice. Okay. Next, we have opulence. Okay. And that again coincides with the 0550, which is, this is on one side, okay, and this says eye candy. That's what that says there. It says eye candy. Okay. Get some fresh air or call some pals over. Take a look around you. There is so much natural beauty waiting to be discovered. Either you will soon become involved in an exciting new project or you will go on a date. Rooster crowing in the background. Put your charisma to use everywhere. Spread your charm around. Spread your charm around. Okay? Eye candy. Opulence. Okay, this date could be a date of opulence. Okay? Could be opulence on a higher level. You could have experienced opulence in some way, shape, form, or fashion in your life this time around. But this is going to be an elevated, okay, experience for you. Okay, whoever this is that's designed for you. Okay, on the other side of 0550 eye candy, your girlfriend is currently doing witchcraft against you. Okay, so men, there's someone doing witchcraft against you. This could be against you, police officers, investigators, because they do not want you to solve the case. They don't want you to find them. They don't want you to find the evidence. They could be doing witchcraft against you, and yes, they do witchcraft against law enforcement. Okay, when they lie to you, again, it might be shocking to hear, but that is witchcraft. When they lie to you, that is witchcraft. Okay? Anything that is dark is a form of witchcraft. And lying is dark energy. We've only just begun, okay? That's what that, let me put this card behind you so you can read that better, okay? That's what that says, okay? So the Carpenters, Sabrina Carpenter, we've looked up her information recently, Okay? The carpenters. We've only just begun. To live, white lace and promises, a kiss for luck, and we're on our way. So we have this. A kiss for luck, and we're on our way. We've only begun. Okay? So something has only begun. Okay, so we only begun, and that is on the Page of Cups. So someone is already, I'm getting someone is already emotionally invested in you. Okay, someone's already emotionally invested in you. Okay, they could have had to walk away from other offers. 2 cups, 3 of cups. They could have had to walk away from other offers. Okay, and we have fatal toxins here. Okay. Investigators, fatal toxins. Again, fentanyl, okay? Carbon monoxide. Yeah. Toxic. Something that is fatal. They tried to serve you or give you or did, okay? But you are still here. Okay. So that's it for the cards that we have. We're going to go ahead and pull some randoms, as I could call them. They're not randoms, but I'm going to go ahead and pull some randoms. And yeah, okay. Someone's coming in to relocate you. Okay. Again, as it resonates, what easily fits. So someone's coming in to relocate you. Minnesota could be significant. Confirmation burp. Minnesota could be significant. Okay. I wouldn't move to Minnesota. Scuffed shoes. Focus on your desires. Okay. So scuffed shoes could speak of someone tripping over themselves, tripping over their words. Scuffed shoes. Okay. Someone stumbling, bumbling, fumbling. You or the words that they're speaking to investigators. Investigators, they are scuffing their shoes. Okay, because they keep tripping over themselves. Whoever this is that's doing spell work against you, your boyfriend, girlfriend, parent, sibling, whoever that is. Co-worker. Okay, and you are being asked to focus on your desires at this time, collective. Okay, your desires. Okay, one of the difficult things to do is to walk alone. One of the most difficult things to do is to walk alone. Okay. Next, we have sexcapades and nana. Okay. So there could be a nana, that is Spanish. That's a double confirmation for Latino type of energy. Okay. So nana, that is what they call their grandmother typically. Okay. Nana. Okay. Also, someone could call their grandmother something like Nani or Nina, not Nina. I'm thinking of another N name. It starts with an N that references a grandmother. Okay, but there's something about sexcapades. This grandmother is way too old to be involved in any type of sexcapades or witchcraft, but they are. Okay, we have New York City. Okay, we have Sunshine and Eureka. Okay, so whatever this opulence is that you are going to experience at some point in your journey this lifetime, or you are on path to experience, Sunshine and Eureka will be the experience, or that CIA and or is fake. Okay, so there's a fake agent out here, CIA or otherwise. okay, that CIA is or was fake, false, karmic. Okay, so there's someone out here who could be perpetrating themselves as a government agent or some type of law enforcement agent. We have corrupt police officer out here earlier, remember? Okay, and so now we are looking at a corrupt CIA agent. Could be FBI, could be Interpol, could be a PI who has their own practice, could be any number of, right? So we have Gwen. So Gwendolyn, okay? Investigators, Gwinnett County. Where is Gwinnett County? Is that in Georgia? Gwinnett County in Georgia in the United States of America. It is 704. 7447. Yes, it's in Georgia. Okay, at least that Gwinnett County is. Okay, so Lawrenceville, Georgia. Okay, we do get Lawrence out here from time to time. All right, so Jessica Aber was murdered. Investigators, you already know this. FBI, the CIA already knows this. Okay, they just haven't told the truth to the public. They already know this. Okay, government officials, they already know this. Christopher Asher Ray, former FBI director, he already know this. The current one, who is that? Kash Patel or whatever, he might already know this. Jessica Aber was murdered, okay? She was murdered. She didn't just die in her house at 41 or 42 years old, or however old Jessica Aber was at that time. Let's take a look. How old was U.S. Attorney Jessica Aber when she died? 43. Okay, so there's another 7. Okay, 43. She was 43. Okay, there's a Warlock who's behind this. Again, I shared with you at the start of the video that I went through 4.5 years of dialysis because of work that was done by a Warlock, but manifested a kidney and received it on 7/7/17. So divine gets the glory, 7/7/17. Okay, you can't deny that. That's what I got. You can't deny that. Okay, again, Elon Musk's name. Someone's a Don Juan. Also, I'm getting something about Pepperdine. Pepperdine. Was there a school shooting somewhere in Pepperdine? Pepperdine, okay? A Don Juan, male or female Don Juan, male or female Don Juan. Okay, could be Donna Juan, right? Don's wrongfully using his wand. Okay, we have the name Brian investigators. Brian, first, middle, last name, as all of these could be. First, middle, last name, Brian. Okay, could be Bryant also. Okay, also no celebrities come to mind who was born on 8/8, but we will look it up. On 5/5 is Vanessa Bryant, okay? Speaking of Brian, Bryant, could be Bryant investigators, okay? Bryant, okay? Celebrities born on August 8th. So we have Keith Carradine, Dustin Hoffman, Megan Good, Deborah Norville, Jackie Cruz, Drew Lachey. He was married to Jessica Simpson, I think. Shawn Mendes, Esther Williams, Lindsay Sloan, okay, Connie Stevens, Humika Chawla, I'm probably not saying that correct. Roger Federer, the tennis player. The Edge, whoever that is, David Howell Evans, okay, Adam Rourke, Audrey Miller, Danny Dyer, Earl Cameron, JC Jassez, Katie Loon, Scott Stapp are just a few celebrities born on 8/8. Okay, something about 16. You could be 8 years older, 8 years younger, 8 days older, 8 years younger, 8 months older, however, okay? Then whoever this individual is who's going to be showing you this opulence, okay, treating you to something nice. Someone's aiding and abetting a fugitive, okay? And someone has unhealed childhood wounds. I was reading about unhealed childhood wounds in something else recently, okay? So unhealed childhood wounds someone has, okay? And they are aiding and abetting someone, or they are the ones who's being aided and abetted by some other convict, some other criminal, some other karmic, some other something, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and pull some karmic tarot, and yeah. Okay. Divine, thank you so much for this reading. Thank you so much for showing us who it is, what it is that we need to do. Something about deleting, okay? A LARPer, okay? So someone who's online following you, someone who is trying to be something that they are not, someone who's lying to you, someone who created fake accounts, trying to tell you that they are this person, but they are not. They could be using celebrity names. They could create false celebrity pages, okay, to try to convince you to speak to them, to what have you, okay? And we have the zombie out here, okay? 3 cards landed together. There's a card that landed on Kiss. There's a card that landed on the rest of the stack here. So we're going to go ahead and decipher what this is here. So we have delete, moving back in, and 25-hour all on top of each other. Okay? Delete, moving back in, and 25 hours. We know that there's only 24 hours in a day. So someone could be dealing with sleep deprivation. I need to cut my nails. I was going to do that yesterday. There could be someone was going to do yesterday, but they didn't. Moving back in, okay? 25-hour and delete. Okay? So someone deleted information. Someone could have been trying to delete you. Okay? Investigators, someone was trying to delete someone who's listening to this. Okay? They are a zombie, okay? This is someone who is without a spirit, and that's a confirmation up there, notification, okay? So someone is a zombie spirit, okay? They have no spirit, essentially. They have no light. They have no light. And there's 3 others, sorry. Okay? So we have the boom, okay? That landed on top of the stack, and this is the card that it landed on. They a dumb bitch. Okay? All right? So that's what that boom is. Okay? I pulled cards earlier and off screen, and we had informant come out, and I'm looking at a private eye is watching, so that could also be relevant for this reading. Okay? There's something about a mother. It could be love lost for a mother, okay? There could be something about a mother's kiss. There could be something about, one of the things that I remember about Judy is whenever she would kiss me on the cheek, she gave like, I don't know. This might sound strange to say about someone who you grew up considering was your mother. But she gave sloppy kisses. Like when she would kiss you on the cheek, or at least me, when she would kiss me on the cheek, okay? It was like, I don't know. A bit too much saliva, I guess, because I don't know, right? And then we have the LARPer, okay? And again, this landed kiss, fatal toxins, girlfriend doing witchcraft. Okay? So what is a LARPer? Okay, again, I've shared this recently. A spiritual LARPer is someone who is perpetrating themselves as something that they are not. So they can claim to be a high priest, a high priestess. They claim to be an intuitive. They claim to be a healer. They claim to be, okay, an ascended master. They claim to be a starseed. They claim to be an empath, but they are not. That is a LARPer. Okay? You see how this person, they're just walking around looking at their phone, okay? Trying to figure out ways that they can do what they should not be doing, or how they can continue to pull the wool over someone's eyes. Okay? They have someone fooled. All right? And go ahead and close it out with tarot. And again, thank you so much for tuning in, Investigators in General Collective. Let's close it out with tarot, Divine. Close it out with tarot. Close it out with tarot. Close it out. Okay, there's a lot closed out, I guess. A lot closing out. So we have the Ten of Wands, the Page of Cups in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, the Queen of Wands, the Justice, or excuse me, Judgment, not Justice, and the Four of Wands for a victory. Okay, so this does speak to something coming to an end. Okay, and this reversed High Priestess. Okay, this reverse High Priestess. Okay, the doppelganger, or whoever this individual is who's perpetrating themselves or promoting themselves as something that they are not. Okay, and on the heels of that will be a victory for you. Okay, on the heels of that will be a victory for you. Okay, confirmation with the cards falling, something's falling down. Tower. Okay, we haven't had the Tower card out here in a minute, but the Tower. Okay, shuffle one more time and see if it comes out. No, we have the Eight of Wands for communication, though. Okay, an authority figure coming forth. Okay, an authority figure coming forth with the Eight of Wands. So with information, with news. Okay, we have the Magician that fell on the floor. Oh, and Justice. So there we go. Okay, so there we go. That's all right here. Okay, it's all right here. Emperor, Justice, communication, Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. Okay, for your family being completed, confirmation notification up there on the phone for your family being completed. Okay, thank you so much as always for tuning in. My name is Nehru. This is the Real Psychic Investigators, and if you are interested in more information about me, the other channel is Esoteric Guidance Extraterrestrial Earth Angel. On that channel, we cover canonical text and how we can become our highest, purest, truest self. Okay, that channel currently has 332 subscribers, I believe. Take a look and see. And again, welcome in Beverly and Gavin. Welcome in. And there's another notification that I'm remembering. At this time, I need to go check that. Okay, yes, 332 subscribers on Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial Earth Angel. I want to check and see. I want to see if there's another subscriber. That's what I want to check. Yes, C Money. I thought that was someone else. So welcome in, C Money. Thank you so much for being a part of the journey. I think I gave a shout out to Crystal. Yeah. So thank you so much as always. Again, my name is Nehru. I am an extraterrestrial earth angel, a light worker and a Gaia beacon, a descendant of Yeshua, Issa, that is their name, the ascended master. The general public calls them Jesus, but that's not their name. And I am also one of the fathers of the Orisha, here for the 10th and final time on this planet. Thank you so much as always for tuning in, and be encouraged.